Recording of the week.
All right, welcome back to Recording of the Week. I'm your host, Mark Dalton. Thanks for joining me today. I'm with my good friend, Todd Clarkson. Todd, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Todd is a vocalist, guitar player, songwriter, performer. Love working with Todd, and thanks for having us over. And today we are talking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers, who have released 2 albums in 2022. Return of the Dream Canteen, which we're going to talk about today, and also Unlimited Love. Now, Todd, you explained to me that these 2 albums were recorded at the same time and released, I guess, on a timely basis. They released Unlimited Love, I believe, in April, and Return of the Dream Canteen, I want to say August, September. Why don't you explain to me how you got to appreciate the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
When they released Californication, I was in my senior year of school, so those that music from your high school years, you know, they tend to stick with you.
Right.
So that was a big album for them, Californication. They had at least 3 hits off that.
There was something about Mother's Milk that resonated with me. I just thought, hey, this is new, you know, it's not the same old dinosaur rock that we've been playing over and over again. And I really dig this. And of course, Fishbone too, you know, it's quite the musician's band, I guess you could maybe say, about Fishbone. Blood Sugar, Sex Magic came out, and to me that just blew my mind. And I went to see that concert 2 nights in a row with the Smashing Pumpkins opening up at Masonic Temple in Toronto.
Wow.
So well, let's talk about this Return of the Dream Canteen. What's your take on it so far?
You know, I haven't listened to it enough, in all honesty, but I'm loving it. It's great. There's a lot more going on than the previous one that they released just months earlier. But you know, like you said, all recorded at the same time. I guess they just made choices on what the albums were going to be after the fact of recording the songs.
Right.
And I don't. It'd be interesting to see which one will do better on the charts. But I think this second one is probably the one that's more exciting, more of the musician's album, I think, as well. And I think it's going to talk to the Chili Pepper fans a lot more than that first one did.
Do you think this would be a desert island record? If you were stuck on a deserted island, is this one of the records you would want to have in your collection?
If I had to have one Chili Pepper album, it's going to be Californication.
Fair enough.
Just because it has a special place in my heart. So I got to put that one first, and then only time will tell on this one. Stadium Arcadium was quite an album too, but I feel like this is the matured version of that. I don't know if matured version is the right way to say it, but I can see the step from that album to this album, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, Frusciante wasn't in any albums since that one. That was his final one. He left. Chili Peppers did too, and now they've released these 2, which were recorded at the same time. And this really feels like a continuation of that. He's kept some of his signature sounds from that album, and now he's moved on further. And the whole band feels like they've sort of taken a step from there. I know they all did stuff since then, but it does feel like a communal step forward as well.
Nice.
The thing though, even though it's a mature album, it's so fun. Like, they have fun in this, and they experiment, and they get silly, and I just love hearing Flea's trumpet in it. It's so good. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And it just makes me smile.
There's some great stuff in this record from what little I've heard of it. I'm impressed. Go and listen to this album from start to finish. Tell us what you think. Leave your comments below. If you like this, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Thanks, Todd. Really appreciate having this time with you as always.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you guys on the next video. After doing the review with Todd, I took another look at these two records, Unlimited Love and Dream Canteen. Had a ton of yard work to do, so it gave me hours to listen to these albums exclusively. And I have to tell you, in my professional and personal opinion, I think this is some of the best music that the Red Hot Chili Peppers have put out to date. The guitar parts in particular are just stellar. All of the instruments, even Anthony's vocals on this, are really great. So I hope you get a chance to listen to them and comment down below. Let us know what you thought about these records. Thanks for watching this episode of Recording of the Week featuring the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Todd Clarkson. I thought I'd give a little brief history about John Frusciante, his ups and downs and ins and outs with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. At 7 years old, someone showed John how to play Stairway to Heaven, but couldn't show him the lead, which is what he really wanted to learn. So in order to convince his parents to buy him an electric guitar, John learned an entire Sex Pistols record on acoustic guitar, showing his parents how serious he was about learning the instrument. Around 1982, John's parents bought him his first Strat, and at that time he was highly influenced by a lot of punk rock and Jimi Hendrix, of course, which is quite prevalent in a lot of his recordings. Achieving his dreams of being an accomplished guitar player in a hugely successful band like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, John still felt empty inside and thus had turned to hard drugs, quit the band, and the drugs unfortunately consumed him. Realizing he was broke, he started recording some albums, solo albums, to finance his habit of drugs. When the voices inside his head told him it wasn't quite time to die yet, John gave himself 12 months to clean up and get sober, and after the 12 months, if he still wasn't happy, he would go back to the drugs. Fortunately, he stayed clean, but the drugs had definitely taken its toll. He had all of his teeth replaced that were rotted. He had skin grafts to cover up the holes in his arms from shooting heroin. And at that point, he also had to relearn his instrument. Assuming that Flea had a big part of this, I think Flea never really gave up on him. He did not have a good relationship with Anthony, but those guys, I think, decided to give him a second chance. So let's hope he continues on this path, as he has so much to give as a guitar player and a musician, and has brought so much melodic ideas into the band Red Hot Chili Peppers. Thanks again for watching. If you think you would like to do an episode of this Recording of the Week with me, send me an email, drummerdalton@yahoo.ca. I will see you soon. Take care.